Hello grade 6 and welcome to the session 2 of our lesson, which is the perpendicular bisector of a segment. Before we start, let's review the definition of the perpendicular bisector. We said that the perpendicular bisector of a segment is the perpendicular line that passes through the midpoint of this segment, just like the below example. AB is a segment. We draw D, the perpendicular bisector of AB, such that D is perpendicular to AB and passes through the midpoint of AB, which is C. Today we are going to learn how to construct a perpendicular bisector of a segment using a second way, which is using a compass and a ruler. Take AB, a segment. AB is a segment. We want to draw D, the perpendicular bisector of AB, and I don't know the measure of AB. What to do? Using the compass. Put the compass on A, open it more than the half of AB, and make an arc. Then keep the same opening, put the compass at B and make the second arc. The two arcs will intersect in 2 points, M and N. So we want now to trace a line passing through the 2 points which are M and N. This line is line D. It's perpendicular to AB and passing through the midpoint of AB. This line, which is MN, is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Now, let's discover the properties of the perpendicular bisector of a segment. This is segment AB. We already draw the perpendicular bisector MN of the segment AB. Let's join MA and MB. What do you notice? If you look, you are going to notice that the distance from M to A is the same as the distance from M to B. In other words, we can say that MA is equal to MB. It's at an equal distance from where? From the points A and B, which are the extremities or the end point of the segment AB. Okay, so MA is equal to MB. So in this case, we notice that these two segments are equal. So what do we conclude? We conclude that any point belong to the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the extremities of this segment. Equidistant means at equal distance. Okay, take an example. This is segment AB. We draw the perpendicular bisector D of this segment AB. Take any point M, join MA and MB. We are going to notice that MA is equal to MB. M is at equal distance from the extremities, which are A and B. At equal distance means equidistant. MA is equal to MB. Take another point N. What do you notice? We notice that also NA is equal to NB. Also, we can say that N is equidistant from the extremities of the segment AB. Extremities which are A and B. Extremities means end points. And vice versa, if you have a point is equidistant from the extremities of a segment, then this point belongs to the perpendicular bisector of this segment. If you have any point and you found it's equidistant from the extremities of this segment, then this point belongs to the perpendicular bisector of this segment. So what did we say? We said that if I have here a segment OH, its extremities is O and H, and we have here the perpendicular bisector of the segment OH. Any point belong to the perpendicular bisector is equidistant from the extremities of this segment. Example, M belong to the perpendicular bisector of OH, then M is equidistant from O and H. Similarly, NO is equal to NH. N belong to the perpendicular bisector of OH, while if you look at K, K is closer to O than H. K doesn't belong to the perpendicular bisector of OH. Similarly, L is closer to H than O. Then L doesn't belong to the perpendicular bisector of OH. Any point belong to the perpendicular bisector of OH is equidistant from the extremities of OH. Equidistant means at equal distance. So the two properties are the characteristics of the points which belong to the perpendicular bisector of a segment. If M is on the perpendicular bisector of the segment AB, it means that M is equidistant from the extremities A and B. Equidistant means equal distance. It means MA is equal to MB. And vice versa, if you have MA is equal to MB given, then you can conclude that M belongs to the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay? So that MA equal to M. And by this, we finished our session. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.